Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Camis and this is Camis Fluid Energy Healing Arts.
I'm an energy healer, clairvoyant energy channel, crystal Reiki master, intuitive card reader, light worker, earth keeper, and Andromedan starseed.
Today we are doing a client video. So this is a video scheduled for a client. Let's get started. And we'll get started. So I'm going to come into center first, okay? We're going to use our high heart bowl. And we're going to do 3 deep breaths in through the heart space, okay? Coming in from the back, letting it fill up through the body, connecting down to Mama Gaia, up to Creator Source. And then we're going to do gold light just to each other, okay? So let's come into center. We're just going to do our 3 deep breaths now. Deep breath in through the heart space, coming in through the back and filling up the body now. We're going to release that now down to Mama Gaia. Another deep breath coming in through the back and filling up the body. We're going to release that to Creator Source. One last deep breath coming in through the heart space from the back, filling up the body. Releasing that as gold light to each other now. So at this time we would like to invite in all of our spirit guides. Any animal spirit guides. Any healed family. And any galactic family that chooses to be present now. So we're going to begin with a Reiki scan of the body. This just helps me connect in. Activation in the throat space, which is keying with my third eye. So we're just clearing that connecting channel between the two. Excuse me, there's a little bit of a release. We're going to have some things to clear here in a little bit. Let's move down. Coming into the heart space. So the solar plexus is also activating the throat chakra. I hear speaking your truth, Kumpoikaya shamni kareposuto yeshela payasete shamni karesita. Estonto yeshukopusete shamni kayasa. We're releasing, how to say this, oppression of your speech, like where you've been not allowed to say how you feel or what you believe. Like I feel like an entrapment, like almost like your voice has been trapped in your will. Like your will has been bound and your voice is trapped in your will. How else to say that? Coming down into the sacral, a lot of activation in the sacral. That is highly activated. Add into the aura, that's interesting. Ever gone through the process of clearing cords? No? No? Okay, we're going to probably be doing that today. You have a lot of activation here in the sacral, and it's extended out into the aura, and I can see a lot of attachments here. Okay? This is probably going to be uncomfortable once this is released. As you adjust to this, there's probably going to be a number of uncomfortable people once they realize they're not grounding through you. Okay? This may actually help your blood sugar come back into balance. I just heard. Because you're not going to be so constantly drained. Okay? As I come down into the root, both of my legs are vibrating. That's new. So let's ground right now. We're just going to ground again. Okay? Coming in through the heart space. We're also going to breathe in from the back, that lowest part of your tailbone. I want you to imagine breathing in both spaces together so that they kind of come out to the front. We're just going to ground that into Gaia. Okay? So breathing simultaneously through your heart space and the root space, letting them kind of come out in front of you, and just releasing them down to Gaia. We're just going to do a really strong grounding with this, okay? Let me grab the root bowl. Actually, this is toned when the strike is for the throat, and this is for the root, okay? So it's like throat and root. They have two different tones. So, just going to ground down through the root now. So deep breath in from the back, coming in through the heart space and the root, letting them merge together in the body. Allowing this vibration to just move through the body and continuing to breathe into those spaces. Just releasing all of that down and out now. Okay? Okay. We have several things to do. Okay? Let's begin with this. So this whole area is referred to as the hara in Japanese. Okay. So when I'm working with men, I'll call it the hara. If I'm working with women, I'll refer to it as the womb. But essentially, it's your sacral area. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this crystal, okay? We're going to add her to the water. This is a natural formed heart that I got from my property. This is, you can see the red in it, that's a lot of iron, so it's kind of a rose quartz with a hematoid. So it might be called a fire quartz, okay? But I actually found this along a wash, sticking up just like that. This kind of rough side was down in the ground, and this was sticking up like that, and it looked just like a heart. So, this is a very powerful crystal. We're going to put this in the water with our red coral. Lost my striker. There it is. Okay. So as we come into this energy with this bowl, we're going to be focusing on the sacral. So I'm going to want you to be breathing in from the back, letting that fill up in the sacral area and just letting it pass down. Okay? That's all you do while I'm doing all of this. Okay? Just keep breathing. All right? I may forget to remind you to breathe. All right. So right now I'm calling forward all of the attachments that are attached in the sacral area, and there are many. I'm inviting everyone to step forward into my view now. Ilam stakayeshu poryasika. Ilutoyeshan miyakayeshan poryasita yeshama kupayasa. Ilam takayeshu koryasa makayeshan poryakisha. Ilasotoyeshan. Closer, please. Thank you. Everyone. Everyone. Thank you. So at this time we're going to call in all of our butterflies, and we're going to assign a grouping of butterflies to each individual that is attached to this space now. Again, there are many. We are calling in all of our butterflies, combined butterflies. So at this time we're just going to allow these butterflies to come into this sacral chakra along the cord that they have chosen. Going deeply into the chakra now. Some of these are generational, ancestral attachments. I'm hearing. All closer, please. Thank you. So the butterflies right now are working at gently detaching these roots, which are quite extensive. The womb is not a place to store pain and fear. The womb is a place for birthing place for creativity, all that is not unconditional love, is to leave at this time. Oh, that activated the whole way up. I have one over here that's not happy. There's some resistance on this side. Just taking the rattle over top of the candle right now, just to energize the little extra. So I'm feeling that in the back here, below where the kidney space would be, almost at the top of the hip. Comes the whole way up the side of my body, and I'm feeling it hitting here, which is the vagus nerve. That's an attachment. So I'm seeing a lot of kind of like a hot orangey red color coming in. There's a lot of fear with this particular attachment. I don't have any indication as to who this is, whether it's male or female. I feel that it's ancestral. My feeling is that this happened before you were born. That this individual attached to you. But it feels like they're in your energy because they're scared. And you're safe. So we're having a conversation. We were having a conversation about it being okay. All right? So we're going to bring in the rose quartz with the hematoid in it. I'm kind of hold that in that area up against my hip crest, like the crest of my hip. Okay. So specifically what we're doing, all the rest of them are releasing nice and gently. I can see them literally coming out, and the butterflies are kind of floating around with them. So all of the cords that have been released at this time that are prepared to move out of the auric space, we're giving you all permission now, the butterflies, all permission to move these cords out of the auric space, carry them quite a distance away. And then we're going to plant those cords into Mama Gaia where they belong. Because those cords are still attached to those people, they're just no longer attached to you. So now they're going to get all their proper nourishment from Mama Gaia. We send them off with gratitude and blessing. And we'll return to this one here with the fear. And I see a bunch of them still leaving. They're just going, and they have permission to do so. Okay? Oh. I'm trying to make sure I'm going to get this right. So this looks like a traumatic past life attachment. Does that make sense? It's presenting as a traumatic past life attachment. Okay? It carried forward with you. Like it just came forward with you. But it's been attached in this hip space. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to invite this past life to move into this crystal that I'm holding here. This crystal is completely safe. This crystal is nothing but unconditional healing love. So we're just going to ask that you pass into this crystal so that I can bring you forward now. We don't need to know your story unless you choose to share it. Just simply move into the crystal. Thank you. We're just going to bring you up here to the heart space, and we're going to send you all of the love right now. Breathing in through the back, we're drawing in white Reiki light, and we're sending that white Reiki purifying light through the heart space into this crystal, which is containing this past life attachment now. Wow, my arms are so heavy right now. This is interesting. I have a visualization of carrying a body in my arms. This body is about equal to my size, so it's quite heavy. This is completely new. I've not done this before or seen this before, so we're going to work through this together, okay? Okay. So I'm going to take and see if I can look at this body. This body is badly damaged. My heart is highly activated right now. I would really like to cry. So this is a very deep attachment. So from the heart space now, we're just going to work on allowing this grief to pass through. Drawing in some white light now from Creator Source, allowing that to pass down through the crystal, through the heart space, into Mama Gaia, creating a solid connection. Still sending all of the love to this individual. Just to be clear, I'm still standing in a space. I appear to be outside. There's grass in the area. It's a bit of a clearing. There's a number of trees around. The air has a warmth to it, but it also has a stench. I'm not sure if that's from the body or if that's from around. I haven't been able to move. I'm just standing still and holding this body in this space. So the light language that's coming now is specific healing. Feel a sense of acceptance settling into the person that is holding the body. I'm just trying to draw in some peace with this situation now. So I'm asking this person if burying this body will allow them to process through the rest of this grief. Because I'm getting a sense that the body was destroyed, there was no time to bury the body. So they're stuck with this vision of holding this body. And they carried this for the remainder of the time that they lived, which I do not feel was very long. Okay? Kaya shuma kaya siparia sukoya shamaniya paria sika. So they have agreed to place the body into a grave. Now they're showing me a space by the water. This looks like either a very large lake or a very wide river. It's not ocean. Oh, interesting. So in the water has appeared kind of a raft situation, and so the request is to put the body onto the raft. This is completely new. I've never done or seen a thing like this, okay? So we're just following the process, all right? So there's some preparation being made here. I'm seeing a lot of flowers being laid around this raft. Wow, I've got such activation in my stomach. It's almost nauseating. My heart is just breaking. So the body is positioned on this raft now, and they have completely covered it with flowers, which is good because this body was damaged badly. So this gives it a beauty and a sweet smell. Just releasing that out to the water now. That's funny, it just went from midday to sunset. So this raft is drifting gently out in the water towards the sunset. So this time I'm going to call in some shamanic crystal condors to assist with this journey of passage. So we're going to take some breaths in through the heart space now. We're just going to release this energy completely. Okay? So let me... Do you know what I did today? Let's see if you can see that. So this is the heart bowl, and it's filled with dried tulips, which smell amazing. So we're going to put this crystal into this bowl of flowers. It's a very emotional one. So we're just going to let her rest in there. We're going to call in some sound. Just to release any remaining density, any depth of sadness. Recalling to memory only the glorious joy that this person held. Releasing all that is not love. Release them into the west now. We're just going to leave that crystal in there. Oh, drink. Come back in the center a bit here. Finish with the cord removal and make sure that this space is completely clear now. Come up here and check all of the glands. Get the adrenals, pancreas, kidneys, let's breathe into that kidney space, drawing in white light from the back, okay? Just as a clearing. I'm getting exhausted, so this is going to be the last thing that we do, okay? So we're drawing in white light through the back into the kidney space, into those adrenals, letting that fill up in this heart space in the womb area, and we're going to let that pass down through into Mama Gaia. If you're able to speak things out loud right now, I'm going to have you say something. If you're not able to speak it out loud, it's fine. Just say it in your mind, okay? Because I know you're outside. You don't want people hearing you. So what I want you to say is the body is not a place to store fear and pain, okay? The body is not a place to store fear and pain. We're going to say that 3 times. I'm just going to kind of move my hands down through and push things through. And then we have a follow-up thing to say afterwards, okay? So the body is not a place to store fear and pain. The body is not a place to store fear and pain. The body is not a place to store fear and pain. Oh, excuse me. Wow. The body is a place for creativity and birthing life. The body is a place for creativity and birthing life. The body is a place for creativity and birthing life. Okay. Are you okay with all that? You okay? We're going to, yeah, okay. We're going to chat in a couple minutes, but I'm going to bring it to a close. I am absolutely drained. Okay. So now, with all gratitude and love, we're going to close this session. We thank all the beings that have been here with us today. We thank you for this clearing that's gone on and all of these cords that have been removed. We thank you for removing all of these cords now and replanting them into Gaia where they can be properly nourished. They can grow and expand on their own. We thank you for this process of passing this loved one on and releasing them. So we thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, dear. Well, I'm going to let you go. So welcome. You take care. I love you, and I will see you again soon. So thank you so much for being here with us today. I appreciate you spending your time here. If you resonated with this message, you can come on over to Discord. There'll be a special room set up for this video that you can come and talk about this. If you would like to schedule your own session, there are links below in the description. So that is all I have for today. Have a blessed day. Namaste. I love you all. Bye-bye.